guys? What did you learn from the film, and what did you think about the overall performance?
I thought our guys played well. It's a tough environment against a really good football team, and I thought, the second half we got things going, we wore them down, and I think our strength and stamina kind of stood out that second half where we got the run game going a little more. But we moved it in the first half. We just shot ourselves in the foot a little bit on a couple of those drives. So we got to start a little faster and try to not have to be a second half team all the time.
Is this going to be the identity of this team as a run first, set it up for the pass time?
No, I think, we threw it on first down several times there in the second half where, we felt like maybe they were going to be in a run-stopping defense. And so, we're going to do what we feel like is best to win the game. And so once we kind of got going in that fourth quarter, you could sense they were on their heels, and we were getting 8 and 12, and why not keep running it at that point? So we're always going to do what the defense gives us, and try to take advantage of that. So if they're coming up and loading the box, then we'll see more of the pass game. But we want to be balanced. We want to keep them off balance and make sure that they got to play the entire game and the entire field.
Talk about Colby Pearson. He's made some big catches the last couple of games, including that touchdown. That wasn't an easy ball off the blitz.
Yeah.
Talk about him.
Yeah, he's kind of one of those clutch guys that show up all the time, and then boom, there he is for a big play. And so, it's great to have a senior like that you can count on. And even if he's, not making plays early in the game or not really his numbers called, that when it is, he's going to be where he's supposed to be and make the play. So it's great to have those kind of players.
How big was that touchdown catch? Because you guys had moved it, like you said, and that was a third down play.
Yeah.
It might have been, another field goal situation.
Yeah, it was big, to have a third down conversion and have it be a touchdown at that point in the game where we come out the first series of the second half and a chance to put some doubt in their mind. I thought that was a huge play for us.
Is Trey Dye going to redshirt?
That's the plan. We'd love to give him a year here and with the way Jamal's running and with Algie in there and some seniors, we know that he's going to have a role for us next year, so we felt it was best to try to give him an extra year. But you never know as the season goes on if you get a rash of injuries. We know he'll be ready to go all the time.
What's your assessment of the midpoint of the season of your offense?
Yeah, I think as coaches, we're kind of finding our stride with what we feel is our best combinations out there, and what our team really does best. And I've said it in the spring that college football's changed a little. Where now you have linebackers that are really strong safety size. When I played, they were all run stopping linebackers, 240, 250, and you don't see that as much now. So we feel like we can use our size, use our personnel, and come downhill at people a little bit. But at the same time, we've got some playmakers that we feel like we can turn loose in different situations as well. So I feel like as a staff, we're kind of figuring that out. And, it's disappointing maybe in a couple of those early games that I probably got away from the run a little bit too soon, and we weren't really tight enough up front. But I think that front's really come together, and everybody's understanding the big picture and the little things. And so when that happens, you start having more success, and things are tighter and less mistakes. And so that's what we're seeing right now.
The team brought Tooney back out of the locker room at Michigan State to lead the fight song at the end. What has he done? I mean, I don't know if you saw it, but yeah, I mean, he just said, apparently they thought I did play a pretty good game, but what has he done for your offense?
Yeah, he's one of those guys that's an experienced player, and we've rotated him with Parker to try to keep him fresh and just keep him where he feels good the whole game. He's had some injury history, and so the plan all along was to have him and Parker to kind of share that role and just give him a few less reps that we can have him for the whole season. And he's one of those kind of characters of the team too. He's a lot of fun, pretty vocal, and the team loves him. So he's one of those guys that you appreciate. And even though there's times where maybe he's not in there, he's still a big part of what's going on, especially when he's in there. He really had a good game this last week.
You've touched on that run game, but what exactly is clicking so well with both the line, Jamal, and everything that goes into it?
I think it's the timing. Your linemen need just as much timing in the run game as the quarterbacks and receivers do in the pass game. And so those guys are they're getting to know each other. We had some shuffle up front from last year. Not many of those guys are in the same spot or we're even here. And so we've got some consistency now where they know each other, know when to get off of a double team and get up to the second level. And you don't get to simulate that in training camp really, unless it's full go. And so you're trying to catch up in game speed those first few games and really get it dialed in. And so you're starting to see them really get a feel for that. And then with a guy like Jamal, if you get a piece of a guy, he's going to make him miss and bounce off a tackle or just cut right past it. So, we feel like if we can just go to the right people, get a body on a body and a piece of a guy, that he's going to make it happen. So we're pretty fortunate in that aspect to have him back there during some of those growing pains a little bit.